A health alert tonight. A rare but serious illness that can paralyze children has made its way here. A 7-year-old girl in Charlotte is one of the latest to be diagnosed with a polio-like illness called acute flacid myelitis, or AFM. WFMY News 2's Tahisha Moise breaks down what you need to know.
The good news, there haven't been any reported cases in the triad. The bad news, there are no treatments or vaccines to prevent it.
Truly a mystery disease. We actually don't know what's causing this increase in cases.
A warning from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention about acute flacid myelitis, or AFM. Doctors say the rare illness attacks the nervous system. Symptoms include sudden arm or leg weakness, facial droop, slurred speech, and sometimes paralysis. More than 90% of cases are in children. Doctors don't know much, except in some cases, AFM can be caused by a virus.
I think it's really worrisome for parents, but the most important thing to remember is that most children who get these viral illnesses that we're talking about will just have a regular old cold. They won't get AFM. But for kids who do get it, it can be really devastating.
Although the CDC says only 1 in 1 million will be diagnosed, there seem to be clusters popping up.
We first detected an increase in AFM in 2014 and then in 2016. So far in 2018, we're seeing a similar increase.
The CDC says 127 patients are under investigation for AFM. 62 cases have now been confirmed in 22 states. Public health officials say avoiding germs could help lower the risk of getting the disease, including washing your hands and staying up to date on vaccinations. And despite the alert from the CDC, we do want to stress AFM is extremely rare.